Reinforcements have arrived.
Hey guys, welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me. I hear myself. Hold on. That's muted. Okay. You should only hear me once now. Alright. So, we are back. We're going to play some games. I'm going to start with 911 Operator tonight. If I like it, we'll keep playing it. If I don't like it, we'll go to something else. Hey, Russ. Welcome in. So that's just kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna play some games. If I like them, we'll keep playing them. If we don't, then yeah, it's just once. Good. Good. We don't need to hear more than one Mia. So we're going to go through, I think we're gonna work on, well, it kind of depends. No. So the 911 Operator is an Epic game. It was a free Epic game. I also have another, backup Epic game downloaded if this one goes badly. But I also have a couple Steam backups as well. So we're just gonna kind of play some games. If we like them, we'll keep playing them. If we don't like them, we'll move on. So that's kind of gonna be the gist of tonight, and maybe even going forward for a while. We're just gonna see how things go. And that's all I can do, is just play some games and see how it goes. Alright. So I need to open this, and hopefully my controller behaves. Usually I don't have any issues with my controller connecting to Epic. But that's really loud. And that is not correct. Hold on. That's really loud. That's really loud. I'm gonna turn this down for you guys. Hopefully. I can hear it, and it's not in my ear. That's really loud. Let's see. Oh man. Little flash. Yeah, I know. Here, we're gonna turn this down while I figure out my other issues here. My sound wasn't working earlier, and I had to mess with that. Good old sound issues in general. Okay, just add. Wait, that should be. Why isn't that working? Oh, it is working. Why isn't my game? Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Allow. Okay. That part's figured out. Yeah, they definitely want to make sure you're paying attention. Okay. So, how is it still super loud for you guys? I can turn it down for myself. I turned it way down for you guys, and I don't know if I turned it down too much. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. Placing the person on their back on the flat ground. Make sure their airway is open and nothing is blocking it. If you're alone, call 911 immediately. Otherwise, have a bystander call 911. Put your hands on the Put your hands, one covering the other, on the person's breastbone between the normal position of their nipple. Keep your arms straight. Do not bend your elbow. Using your body weight, perform 30 strong compressions, pressing down about 2 inches in fast rhythm. About 2 compressions per 1 second. Continue compressions until the help arrives. If you need to take a break, try to make it no longer than 10 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna start tutorial. Is there a sound setting before we do that? No? Great. We're gonna go easy. And nope. It's fine here. Can maybe go back up a little bit. Alright. Well, let me know how that is. I wish this would quit. Alright. Well, that's a lot better on my end. Hopefully it's good for you. I did turn it back up just a little bit. We're going to do easy. For those starting, this is Adventure with 911 Operator, less incidents, weak criminals. Okay? Loading conversation. Next. DR's ABCD action plan. When you find an unconscious person, check for danger. Make sure that the area is safe for both you and the unconscious person. Look out for fire, live electrical wire, gas, vapors or fluid, and broken glass. Check for a response. Ask for their name. Tap them on the shoulder. If there's no response, send for help. Call 911 or ask someone to do it. Open the airway using the head tilt and chin lift technique to open the airway. Check for breathing. Look, listen, and feel to see if the person is breathing. Check for pulse at the wrist or side of their neck using 2 fingers, not your thumb. If there is no pulse, commence CPR and continue until help arrives or the person recovers. Use a defibrillator if available. First aid, poisoning. Okay, so did I miss some of these earlier? Oh yeah, we missed a lot. There's a lot here. Use headphones or speakers to improve the experience. Listening to voice over dialogue in the background sounds help you to resolve cases more efficiently. I didn't know that there's going to be so much reading to this. Obviously, like, there's gonna be stuff you have to learn, but how to talk with the 911 operator, to try to remain calm. I expect you to remember that all right away. I think there's 31 slides. I'm not really sure how well this is gonna go. Okay. Anyway, I was really excited to play this game. I am determined to play some of it. So, we'll see how this goes. How to talk with 911 operator. Try to remain calm. Describe the situation briefly. Facts only. Try to answer all questions. Execute the commands of 911 operator. Don't argue with 911 operator. Don't disconnect too early. After the end of the conversation, don't use that phone to make another call. The operator might need to contact you again. I know none of these are game instructions. 4W rule. These are common questions asked during the emergency call. Where are you? What happened? When did it happen? Is it still going on? Who's involved in the incident? Probably, possibly. Does anyone have any weapons? Don't call 911 unnecessarily. Remember the 911 emergency numbers for emergencies only. When you call 911 to report a non-emergency or an irrelevant issue, you're blocking the line for people who are in real danger. Don't call 911 to get map directions for your trip, make a complaint about public service, or to check if your phone works properly. If you deliberately make an unnecessary 911 call, you might face serious legal consequences. Don't be afraid to call 911 if you have any doubts. If you should call 911, better do it. The operator will help you the best that he can and will decide if your case requires an emergency response. In any other case, the operator will provide you with necessary instructions or information. First aid, heavy bleeding. Find something that can be used to dress the wound, bandages, a clean cloth, or a piece of clothing. Put pressure on the wound, call 911 or ask someone else to do it as soon as possible. Keep pressuring the wound while waiting for the emergency unit to arrive. First aid. Fractures. Call 911 if injured person is not responding, breathing, or cannot move. Fracture is open or compound and the bones pierce the skin. There's a suspicion of neck, spinal, or head injury. Even if slow, careful movement causes unbearable pain. Injured person is bleeding heavily. Injured area, leg looks significantly deformed. In other cases, immobilize the injured bone with something stiff, a splint to prevent movement. Then visit a hospital on your own. Signs of a heart attack. Chest pain. The most common warning signs that a person can experience a heart attack without chest pain, especially women. Typically lasts more than a few minutes, the pain might go away and come back. 2. Pain or discomfort in the area of the upper body, one or both arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Is there a quiz later? I don't know. We better pay attention just in case. Shortness of breath, cold sweats, nausea, lightheadedness, unusual fatigue, a feeling of doom. I should have played this when Magoo could be around and just had her on standby in Discord. It might have been amusing. First aid, heart attack, call 911 immediately. Find a comfortable position for the person having a heart attack, sitting on the floor, leaning against a wall. Wait for the medical emergency services. How to recognize a stroke. If you suspect that someone is having a stroke, use FAST method. Face, can the person smile? A part of the face could droop during a stroke. Arms. It'd be funny if she failed the quiz. Can the person raise both arms? One arm could drift downward during a stroke. Speech. Can the person repeat a simple phrase? Understanding or producing speech could be compromised. Time. Call 911 immediately if you observe any of these signs. In case of a stroke, a prompt medical intervention is of utmost importance. Tornado survival. In a house with a basement, head to a basement. Stay under solid protection. Use head protection. Avoid windows. Do not stay under heavy objects. They might fall down and crush you. Earthquake survival. Drop to the ground. Find a hideout under a solid table against the back of a couch or sofa. Just after the quake stops, carefully leave the building. Get out of electrical cables and walls as they may collapse. Stay on guard as aftershocks may occur. First aid. Seizure, epilepsy. Do not try to restrain seizures and do not put anything in a person's mouth. Clear the surroundings to protect the person from hitting something. Use a blanket or cloth to protect the head. Call 911 if the seizure lasts more than 5 minutes. The person is not breathing after the seizure. The person is heavily injured because of the seizure. It is the person's first seizure. After the end of the seizure, make sure the person's airways open. Apparently, I should have done the tutorial before streaming this, but it's fine. First aid choking. Maybe this will help somebody. Maybe it won't. Encourage the person to cough and if their airway is still open. If not, stand behind the person. Wrap your arms around the waist of the choking person to support them. Give 5 back blows between the shoulder blades. Grasp your fist with the other hand just at the bottom of the front of the rib cage at the sternum. Press hard into the sternum to do abdominal thrusts. Repeat quick upward thrusts up to 5 minutes. Call 911. First aid, fainting. If a person feels lightheaded and looks pale, help them lay down. If possible, elevate their feet and loosen clothing. Apply a cool cloth to his or her forehead. If the person vomits, roll them on their side to prevent choking. Call 911 if the person does not recover within 5 minutes. We read that one. DR's ABCD action plan when you find an unconscious person. We read that one also. First aid poisoning. Try to get as much information as possible. What was the type of poison or chemical? When did that happen? How much of the poison was taken? How much does the person weigh? Call 911 or poison control. Don't give anything to eat or drink to the poisoned person. Don't try to induce vomiting. However, if the person has vomited, save some of the vomit in a clean container. Car accidents. Park the car off the road. Turn on the hazard lights. Turn off the car engine. Call 911. Give the precise location of the accident. The number of the road, direction, mile, etc. Put a warning triangle on the road at least 10 meters away. Check for hazards. Fire, live electrical wires, gas spilled fuel, broken glass. If the vehicle is still running, turn it off. If not running, make sure the ignition key is in the off position. Check for casualties. Start with those who are quiet and not moving. Are they breathing? Do not pull an unconscious person out from the car if there is no risk of fire or explosion. Burning oil. Turn off the stove element. Put a lid on the pot, but only if it's metal. Do not put a glass lid on a fire. It might shatter. If you don't have a lid, soak a cloth under tap water. Cover the pot with the cloth while keeping your head away from the fire. Wait until it cools down. Do not throw water over the fire. Adding water to burning oil will cause an explosion. Don't try to move a burning pot. Job of 911 operator. In reality, an operator receives about 150 calls during a duty. Almost 3/4 of the calls are ignorable. Those are empty calls, mistake calls, unreasonable questions, or pranks. In most of the cases, out of all the others, only about 25% actually need an intervention of emergency units. The most popular incidents are car collisions, domestic violence, loud behavior, and health problems. Although we've tried to represent the routine of operator's job, we decided to change the real proportion of calls in order to make the game more enjoyable. Okay. Continuing on. Panic in a crowd. Don't panic. Stay calm. Allows you to control the situation. If you need to get out from the crowd, don't move in the direction opposite of the crowd's movement. Instead, try to move to the edge of the stream. If you need to weaken the pressure of the crowd, keep your fist clenched on the chest and widen your elbow a bit. Pull your head in shoulders and push with your hands. If you have a child with you, take them on your hands. Do not drag a baby along. If you're carrying heavy things like a suitcase or a stroller, it is better to drop them. If someone next to you starts to fall, try to grab them by the collar and pull them up to their feet. If you fall, immediately grab someone on your right and left side and try to stand up. Grab them by pants, belt, or pockets. Burns. Not putting water on oil fire is definitely a lesson teenage Russ learned after we decided to make candies without supervision one time. Yeah. That can definitely be a learning experience. I don't know why this keeps moving over here. I'm going to close that. Alright. First aid burns. It's probably like 10 or 11, and my little sister was a lot younger. In case of severe burns, call 911 or your local emergency number. Remove jewelry, belts, or other body constraining items. Don't break the small blisters which form on the skin. In case of extensive severe burns, do not use cold water. It can lead to shock or hypothermia. Elevate the burned area. Raise the wound above heart level if possible. Use cool, moist bandages or clean cloth to cover the area of the burn. Had flames about 1 meter high in the kitchen. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's not good. First aid, electrical shock. Turn off the power source. If step 1 is not possible, use dry, non-conductive material made of plastic, wood, cardboard to move the source of the power from the injured person. Manage to get it under control without burning anything. Well, that is good. Alright, do not touch that person if they are still except the one dish towel. You know what? That's not bad. If that's the worst casualty out of it, then not bad. Do not touch that person if they are still in contact with the electrical current. Check if the victim is conscious and breathing. But Mom never found it, so we were fine. Yeah. Yeah. I say we wing it the rest of the time. Okay, so electrical shock, evacuation from a burning building, hypothermia, venomous snakes, missing child, sexual violence statistics, caller care, and calls. Alright.
It seems like this is your first duty. Shall we begin the training?
Okay.
Your main objective is to manage the teams of police officers, blue, medics, white, firefighters, red. Here you can modify your teams, assign new team members, buy new vehicles and equipment, and watch the report summary. This is also a place where your progress is automatically saved.
Okay.
For now, go to deployment. Now you can deploy the teams to different locations in the city. Left-click to select a unit.
Get rid of that. Now you can deploy teams to different locations in the city. Left click. Units is down at the bottom.
Then right-click to send it to any place in the city.
I mean, where do we need to send it though?
The units will find their way if possible.
Okay.
You should remain aware of the hospitals, police, and fire stations as your units may need to drive back to base. You can press space to show or hide the bases.
I can help with the snake bite stuff. Is the voice still too low? I turned it up. Let me know. Okay. Press space to show and hide the bases.
Now disperse your units throughout the city. You might want to use the plus or minus buttons or the mouse wheel to change the zoom level and see the whole city. When you are done, click Start Duty. Now, wait for incoming incidents. Here it is. Click Now, select a police unit, blue, and dispatch it to the incident by clicking it with a right button.
Waiting for orders.
Good. Now the unit will go to the designated incident and will do their job if possible.
Okay. I probably should have picked a closer vehicle to the area, but it's fine. A party in the neighborhood is far too loud. Drugs are likely being used. Police intervention needed.
When a unit arrives, the situation overview is available. You can find your team members on the left side and the incident elements on the right side of the window. Move the pointer over any element to see additional info.
Okay, so these are police officers, our suspects. Okay.
The team members will do their job automatically. You can also manually pick a team member and choose a task for him using the left mouse button. At least one unit should stay on site until all the elements of an incident will be resolved. Now you have an incoming call.
911, what's your emergency?
Good evening. I need help. Yeah, stupid thing.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Jacob Kobus.
Click the dialogue option of your choice to progress through the conversation. Usually, you should ask for the detailed address first if it hasn't been determined. Until
Where are
the
you calling
conversation
from?
is finished, the time slows down.
Why'd you call 911?
My cat climbed up a tree and can't go down. It's very dark. Should you send firefighters?
So we're rescuing a cat.
I'll send the fire department.
Thank you. I'll be waiting.
Now, decide who should be sent to the incident. You can also choose to ignore an incident if you decide that there is no need for an intervention. Click on the address to center the camera, maintain the public order, and save people from harm to earn a good reputation. Carry on until the end of your duty.
Okay.
We're done here.
Okay, so you can send all, wait, or ignore. We're sending somebody to rescue a cat.
2247 West Monroe.
Field training officer medal. Okay. New incident.
2247 West Monroe.
Chemical hazard. Spilled chemical substance reported. Might be a danger for traffic and
2247
people.
West Monroe.
Okay. Well,
What are the orders? On my way.
wonder how many things we can have going at once. A new incident. There's a man putting a needle in his arm. Need for medical assistance, injured. Oh man, we got a call too. Got a lot going on here.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? I need help. It's burning.
Where
Ma'am,
are you?
Where are you? I'm sorry, ma'am. What's burning?
It's burning. Send in the fire brigade immediately, please.
I mean, we still don't know what's
okay, I'm
burning.
sending the fire department.
I got the fire department going to 2 different places. Are they done
Waiting for
here?
instructions. Ready for the next case. Waiting for
Great.
instructions.
They're
On my
going
way.
there. We still need to deal with this one here. This one. Let's get this one because this one's the closest. New incident.
113 Lieutenant.
The woman's bag has been stolen. Suspect is running. Okay. So
Waiting
this
for
one
instructions.
is
I copy.
the
Going there.
closest.
I'm driving over and just getting out.
Is that correct?
If there's any FTO or
Because
crew for that gun turning, give us some experience.
alright. We got a lot going on here. Alright, so has this issue been resolved? Resolved. It's being resolved, I guess.
Case resolved.
Alright, well that one's good. What's going
Heading
on
over
here?
there.
This one we're still waiting. They have a burn issue. We've got a new incident. Cat owner has reported his pet unable to climb down the tree. Thought we were already dealing with that. Is that another one? What is with all the cats?
What are the orders? I copy. Going there.
911,
That's
what's
a
your
lot of
emergency?
multitasking.
Hello, I would like to order a big pepperoni with extra cheese, please.
Excuse me? You've reached 911.
Yes, I know. Oh, and 2 cans of soda.
Ma'am, do you have an emergency?
Yes, I do.
And you can't talk about it because of someone in the room?
Yes, exactly.
I have an officer about a mile away. I'll send it right away.
Yes, please.
Is that this incident? What is this? It looks like they're already headed there. Maybe? Not really sure. What is going on up here? We have a lot going on.
Negative. I copy. Go in there.
Oh, that's not really what I wanted. I needed to see what was going on. Oh yeah, that needed to be done there.
13 King 84.
What about this one?
Heading over there.
No, that's really not what I wanted. I selected the
Ready
wrong
for the
thing.
next case.
You got any FTOs with a PPO in 12?
5-6.
Is this done?
16 Craft Avenue.
Oh, there's people injured. There's multiple people. Okay, it's probably not a bad thing. There's more than one person going there. What's going on here? A person has reported a broken bone by falling. Oh, there's things popping up and okay, there's just a lot. So we need patrol.
D39 is going to be a 91. I'll pick up an top. 113, Lieutenant.
Ready for the next case.
Is there an ambulance or is it just a fire truck? No, ambulance is right there.
Reporting.
Let's go here.
Heading over there.
New incident.
5DVO, 10-5 that location.
A car was reported speeding. Okay.
I'm on death.
I'm guessing that one. Let's
Waiting for
take
a
you
On my way.
here.
911, what's your emergency?
Help! I can't breathe. I'm trapped in the car.
Sir, keep calm. Where are you?
10-4.
Requesting air in the situation.
Uh-oh.
7 go and going down to straight pace and over central bunch away. So, gotta get, this in and having out all the stuff that we got. So, requesting help.
What's
7.
this?
Standing by.
That's recording.
I'm on death. 10-4. I'm grabbing over and just get.
I'm listening. Heading over there.
Requesting air in the situation. 7 go and.
I don't know how well I'm doing here, but
Injured on board.
what's this one? This one was the guy with the car.
5DVO, 10-5 that location.
Reporting.
Let's send
10-4.
them there, and honestly, I don't know
What
if
are
we
the orders?
are gonna need
I copy. Go in there.
more than one. New incident.
FTO or crew for that gun turning.
Cars reported speeding. You guys give me a break.
Reporting.
Quit speeding.
Heading over there.
Hey.
79337 in top, please.
10-4.
797, please locate me to the Union Mobile 79. 113, Lieutenant, that's 1011 on 11652
Is
Sussex.
on
79337 in
site.
top, please.
Okay.
Case resolved.
We got a visual.
911, what's your emergency?
Poor kitty.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Maybe an accidental call?
Hello, sir. We got a 911 call from your phone. Do you have an emergency?
Excuse me, it's my thought. I accidentally called 911.
Sir, are you having an emergency?
No, I'm not.
Please lock your phone and make sure you won't call 911 by accident again, okay? That way you won't take up an emergency line for more important calls.
Of course, I'm sorry.
I'll send 3 Houston to Rock.
Sorry, 10-4, thank you. 2247 West Monroe.
1125, can you go to the radio room?
Alright, we got L 5. We got a visual.
Standing by.
What's going on with this one? Is this being reserved? Or resolved? Resolved in 38 seconds. Obstacle, car obstacle. What's going on here?
If there's any FTO or crew for that gun turning, give us an
Emergency, excuse me, sir. Emergency. Okay. So, we're ignoring that one. Operator sounds so much like you.
I'm on death.
Injured on board.
Okay, so we got most of them resolved. We did have 2 timeout. And this one is a -1. Can I click on these? Okay. The car has burned completely and the driver was slightly poisoned by smoke. Car on fire. Fire has been extinguished. The car was extinguished successfully. The caller was in fact in need of assistance and tried to reach 911 pretending to order pizza. The caller was found to be in danger.